can't believe that I'd invite you, but sure enough, I guess I did. You make me feel something I don't want to feel, so I gotta get on out of here. You're gonna harm me, baby, for the last time. Harm me, baby, for the last time. Harm me, baby, for the last time. And I never wanna see you again. Get on out of here. You're gonna haunt me, baby, for the last time. Haunt me, baby, for the last time. Haunt me, baby, for the last time. And I never wanna see you years you've been complaining. Why don't you go do something new? You got what it takes, so quit your worry and let yourself right out of here. You can harm me, baby, for the last time. Harm me, baby, for the last time. Harm me, baby, for the last time. And I never wanna see you again. Step, baby, 2 steps back. 1 step, baby, 2 steps back. 1 step, baby, 2 steps back. And I'll slip on out the back. See ya. Thank you very much.
I should know better. I need to write bigger on my cheat sheets nowadays.
Ooh, that is tiny.
I'm just going to do some rock and roll moves. Those are a lot slower than they used to be, too. So. You want to borrow these? Yeah.
I'm a little lower. I think I can see it.
You can yell, relay the message to me, and I'll...
I think I'm a little younger, too. We used to. Pretty early. Careful.
Okay. All right. Makes me feel a lot better. All right, let's do this. A wise man once told me you gotta have a song about a tip jar. So I wrote a song about a tip jar.
I just noticed kind of match the tip jars tonight, so they're up here.
Nice. Oh, those are nice tip jars. Look at that. Those will be easy to carry. Let's see, what key is this? Thanks.
Yeah, tip jar dollars.
You're getting ready to play in G, man. There we go. Guitar spoiled, left alone too long. Dark thoughts spoil, lest they become song. Steel and bronze and rosewood bowl, blistered a callous notes to chord. No big break, no matter who you know. It's not how big you can make it, it's how long you can go. Tip jar dollars cover gasoline. Spinning, hollering, stomping and screaming. Tip jar dollars cover gasoline. Just like always, no guarantee. Some say it's doing due, some say it's doing time. Punishment doesn't always fit the crime. Stand before the toughest judge of all. Time is short, the order is tall. Never right the wrong, so write another line. If it wasn't for them songs, you'd never made 29. Jar dollars cover gasoline. The holler is stomping and screaming. Tip jar dollars cover gasoline. Just like always, no guarantee. Ripped up jeans, to me they're new. $2 shoes and the 2-bit blues. Ripping off wrists and cutting to the quick. Hoping for a grip of anything that sticks. Nobody I knew ever left alive. Can't change your view if you don't take a drive. $10 jar dollars cover gasoline. Spitting and hollering, stomping and screaming. Tip jar dollars cover gasoline. Just like always, no guarantee. Just like always, no guarantee. Thank you. We do have some tip jars around, so that's for you, tip jars. Okay, now. Salida, okay.
You got any words about this one you want to share?
Salida, I wrote this in Salida, which I've since learned that half the people in the area call it Salida, but it doesn't work very well with my song, so I have to go with Salida.
Oh.
Okay, we're gonna. It is for this song, that's for sure. It would just throw me all off. Yeah, I wrote this. Started to write it right there on the next to the Arkansas River. I forget where I finished it, but right here, we're about to finish it right now. So. Just some, I noticed some things different about Colorado and Iowa, and yeah, it's really hilly there for one. It's
really high.
Yeah, really high. The elevation is amazing there in Colorado. So that's a little about elevation, right?
Yeah, okay.
It's early enough. I don't need to go too deep.
You're good.
Okay, so this one starts in E minor thing. Camped next to the Arkansas River, just outside of Salida. No idea where we're driving next, maybe Durango Hotel, you right. Legally smoking legal pot that I myself illegally buy. Back home in that conservative state, more than a buck or two short in a day too late. Goodbye, oh, it's been quite the ride. Goodbye, I've been in some awful spots where I thought I'd have been caught. Felt distraught in a parking lot of a Motel 6. No doubt I'd be shot for some Wheat full of seeds when I was needy. The shadiest of scenes, so dark and seedy. In the middle of harm's way, taking the lead. The eyes of evil so narrow and beady. Goodbye. It's been quite the ride as I hide out near Salida. I write goodbye. I hope. Where the bottle tips and the whole thing smells for a single sip. And all it took in the nib for a sunken ship, just as easy as a friend's tongue does slip. Goodbye. Oh, it's been quite the ride as I hide out near Salida. I write goodbye. I hope goodbye. Oh, it's been quite yes, I write goodbye. My whole world. Thank you. Dave Ducharme-Jones, man. We got Scot, Sutherland, and Russ Tomlinson back here. You guys amaze me. Cat Darling, still amazing me after all these years.
Aaron Short, everybody. Mighty fine picker and
I'm
songwriter.
lucky. I'm the lucky guy up here.
Boy, come on now. This is way too much fun. This is I just can't even.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll need some help moving, so we have a sign-up sheet over. Just kidding. I don't want you guys to leave. I should have waited till the end of the night. Anybody with pickup out there?
Quit it.
I can pull a trailer.
All right. Okay. So you're really Aaron is a pretty good set list writer, but he's got us strong out of the gate here. This next song is called Johnny Gosh, and I titled it that because it's about a story, well, a true story about a boy who got kidnapped. I think many of us know Johnny Gosh's story and his mom's story, and so anyway, this song's a little bit about that. But it's also about keeping our kids safe and keeping them always in our minds and how we can help them. Because there's a lot of ways to slip away in this world. And as adults, we know that. So, anyway, keep them safe, keep them close, and this is a little song about how bad it hurts. This one's for you, Rockwell. This is a rocker, okay? He's always wanting us to play rock and roll, so Mama's got one for you. Okay. We doing this? Yeah. All right, we're doing this. Where am I to go? No answers from me. Too afraid to speak, too afraid for you to see. No voice is heard to calm my heart. Either stolen or dead, I'm forever torn apart. Delinquent you say, corrupt you speak. No chance to move, no liberty to keep. You're as large as my life that you come to seek. My body can take, I'm no longer in peace. Take my child and steal his soul. Lead him away to come back no more. Teach him a violence and pain so deep. Even for a mother's heart, no love he will keep. War is here to survive the time, the length of his life. Too short, it's a crime so covered it almost leaves haunting all of our children's hopes and dreams. Take my child and steal his soul. Lead him away to come back no more. Teach him a violence and pain so deep. Even people, state your voice. Too many live in fear. Silence is the only choice. With lives to risk, who will ever know? Unless we risk ourselves, the truth will grow. Take my child and steal his soul. Lead him away, come back no more. Teach him of violence and pain so deep. Even for a mother's heart, no love he will keep. Awesome job, Dave. Thanks, guy.
Cat Darling, once again.
I gotta come too after that one there. All right, what's next? Oh, yeah, okay. So that's one of those songs, actually was written a long time ago. Back when Aaron and I first started, 2005. And so that song was written in 2005 and applies right now to today. It's pretty crazy. These songs, they stand the test of time, don't they? Woo! All right, so I guess I'm snapping forward here to 2002. I just wrote this one. So this is the newest one I wrote. For a stretch there, I was having trouble writing songs. You know, lots to do as a mom, and I don't know, more than that. It was really hard to tame down the emotional side of things so you could get some words out, and maybe even some songs out. So it's going a lot better these days, and well, probably because of a song like this. So this song's called Recovery and Faith. I'm going to quickly tune here, and I'm going to put a PSA out here. Grandpa, there is the headset, or the ear, I see his head, just to let you know, it's back by the merch table. Yeah, so if you need his...
Yes, but only on
you
one
don't
ear.
need it. I knew I was going to invite heckling in now. Here it is.
I'd like to thank my dad for coming and helping. He's been very supportive of our band and myself.
Yes, our whole family's here.
It's his fault that I even do this, because I grew up, he just walk around the house with a guitar, singing and playing, and I just thought everybody's dad did that. And, I think it was how he kept us tame somewhat. Yes, I know.
In between recovery and faith, taking time in the long wait, telling myself there's some place to go. I don't know. In between recovery and faith, all the time I couldn't wait. I just hold it now, not knowing what it's for. I don't know what it is for. shame. It was always the same. In between recovery and faith, letting go of the heavy weight took more than I ever knew it would. It took more from me than I ever knew it would. Guilt lies be a burden, a moth to a flame. More than one side taking all the blame. After I felt that avalanche of shame, it was always the same. In between the future and the past, you know nothing ever lasts. So you take a moment for yourself, 'cause you could. Yeah, you should. Hell yeah, you should. Guilt will always be a burden, a moth to a flame. More than one side taking all the blame. After I felt that avalanche of shame, it was always the same. In between recovery and faith, time it won't wait. So I tell myself there's a place for me. And I know, I know, I know, I know there's a place for me. Cover your ears, kids. They got me singing my ass off up here. This is great. I hope that's appropriate for the live stream. I don't know if you guys have ever checked out the Monday Night live stream from home, but they do an excellent job. So if you can't make it on a Monday night, you should just buy your ticket quick and have that playing for your Monday night at home, because it is a blast. xBk does a wonderful job, and so do you guys. Thank you so much for having us.
It's good to see you guys again. I don't know if you remember me, but it's been a while. I'm the guy who does devil songs about the devil. Oh, I'm also the guy that dings his guitar up on. So May marks my anniversary is when I stopped drinking. So it'll be 12 years ago this May. Thanks. You guys should be happy about that because there wouldn't be anything left by the time you got here. But that's one of the reasons I had to go. A bar is a hell of a place to celebrate that, but I realize that it's not the bar's problem, it's my problem. I'm gonna do this song I recorded up at Todd Partridge's studio a few years back. Yeah, I love Todd Partridge, man. It's one of my favorites. Yeah, he looked like a hell of a good time, judging by the photographs. Hey, thank you guys. It's great seeing y'all. Right back at you. Drank my soul from a bottle. The bottle I stole from the devil's bar. Even that old snake turns his head once in a while. Got a chance to run, but not far. Corner, me in the shadows, just like every other time, singing every gospel song I could remember. The devil said it's not so simple as a rhyme. That good old book is just an old book. Amazing Grace is just a song. It's just another way to tell you how to look. And I wrote it all along. devil said, well, I guess it's back to me. Believe you've got a due to pay. 'Cause once you go blind, you ain't ever gonna see. I don't care what the good people say. Said that good old book is just an old book. Amazing Grace is just a song. It's just another way to tell you how to love. And I wrote it all along. And I wrote it all along. That was a bar. Thank you, folks. Appreciate that. Hey, all right. I play that while there's still a little bit of daylight out there, so it's not too scary for you. It's scary, isn't it? Okay. Well, I really appreciate you folks being here. It's good seeing y'all. Yeah, you are. There's no denying that, because you're on TV too. I think there's cameras here, just to warn you guys. Be on your best behavior. These guys can do whatever they want. You never see them. Oh, you guys. Hey, where's my wallet? Just kidding. Just kidding. I no doubt lost it. Okay, so I've had a lot of terrible jobs. Some I was overqualified for, some I was underqualified. But a lot of bad ones. This is not one of them. I like this one. I might be underqualified, but I enjoy it. So this song here is about the job I had in a certain small town. I won't name any names. I think it started with A. 3 syllables.
It's a road you go really fast on. Oh wait, we're not playing.
Not the Autobahn.
Oh.
But close. Anyway, I had this job, and I started figuring out that every lunch break we would have fewer employees at the end of it. Like they wouldn't be there, and I figured out that they were getting arrested at the city park, which had a really big. Again, I don't want to give away where it is, but they have a really giant bull named Albert. Yeah, you don't know where I'm talking about. Never been there. And I was like, wow. I mean, every day we were losing people. And then they would hire new people. They hired me on the spot, so I knew something was messed up in the beginning. But then I suggested maybe they put a note in the break room, like, go do your drugs on a gravel road, at least, on lunch break if you have to do it. So they liked that idea, and they wanted to promote me. And idea guy here, so I put in my resignation right then when and then I wrote this song. Oh, it's called Line of Powder. Foil, straw between his lips, he burns the midnight oil. Got enough of it the last couple of days to deal with his come down when it comes down his way. Basement's dry and it's a place to hide. They count excuses for countless lies. He might unravel, but he won't unwind. Won't blink for the fear of going blind. A little line of powder on a strip of oil, straw between his lips, he burns like midnight oil. Got enough of it the last couple of days to deal with his come down when it comes down his way. Started, man, he just can't stop. Doesn't matter if it's from Mexico or my man pie. Started out on the weekend, but then at working time. Now he's drinking and twitching in the unemployment line. There's a line of powder on a strip of oil, straw between his lips, he burns a midnight oil. Got enough of it the last couple of days to deal with his come down when it goes down his way. You never liked that job anyway, with a boss on his case, a freeze on his pay. They never stole the damn thing, and they're never gonna make him say. There's a line of powder on a strip of oil, some sex in here. There's a line of powder on a strip of wood. Straw between his lips, it was a midnight oil. Got enough of it the last couple of days to deal with his come down when it comes down his way. There's a line of powder on a strip of wood. Straw between his lips, it was a midnight oil. Got enough of it the last couple of days to deal with his come down when it comes down his way. All right. These guys.
I think a dream came true. I think a dream came true.
Every time I hack this place with you guys, an angel gets its wings. End up what? I said every time I hack this place with you guys, an angel gets its wings. Oh man. Blast, you guys.
Check 1 2. Hey, hello everybody. Welcome to Monday Night Live. I'm sorry I didn't make this introduction before, but I do like what was mentioned before. We do get paid, or the musicians and the artists get paid by your generous donations, your tips, your monetary offerings. There's 2 orange buckets up here. If you carry cash and you have any that you would like to give us, we'd be glad to take it. So if you don't carry cash, there's a QR code on the cards on, I think, most of the tables. And you can go ahead and send money that way, and we will distribute it at the end of the night. And really appreciate you guys coming out. And the High Crest with Kat and Aaron. It's beautiful to see them again in town. It's been a while.
Good to be back. Very good to be
Too
back.
long? Yeah. So I just want to say next week Sarah Routh is going to be here. And then a young, after that it will be Andrew Hoyt, who is a phenomenal singer, and he plays ukulele. So and it's interesting stuff. It's not your traditional Hawaiian stuff, but it's very cool. Are you guys ready? Okay, all right.
You keep going.
All right. No, I do. I appreciate you guys coming out. Really do. And we're booked up through the summer, so hopefully you guys continue to come out. It's nice and cool in here as well, right? Yeah. Thank you again.
Yeah, I'm having a little pickup problem over here, so
Is it cutting out?
Well, I think it was going, but I think that's what was making it sound. It's in, it's gonna hold steady, we'll see. All right. See, it's kind of tinny. That's all right. Yep. We're all working, we're working. All right. Should we just play it?
Yeah.
I don't think it needs an introduction. Trust nature, trust yourself. Do nothing extra and forget all else. In this moment, we live to tell. Of our existence, a cry above all. I am a memory. You can hear and see. I need you to believe in me. Oh, please carry me. Oh, please carry me. Open your mouth, be misunderstood. Words mean less than doing would. The only truth is how you feel. The only proof of what is real. I am a memory. That's as deadhead as we get. Okay. We're going to do one more, and then we're taking a break. And then we're going to come back up here with Lindsay Moon from... Well, let's just do the one more.
Okay, which one?
You have to see it.
Okay, let's
Yep. You have to see it. The last one on that first. Okay, back to the schedule. I was thinking, what are we doing? Okay, break, and then we get to do an interview, which I'm very excited about, sitting up here and chatting about things. And then Aaron and I are going to do, well, I think I'm going to fix the pickup on my guitar at some point because it's a little loose. And then I'm going to come up here with Aaron, and we're going to do a couple duo songs, and then get back up here for a second set with everybody. So we have a full night ahead of us. I'm not tuning now, but I'm going to, yes. Oh, yeah. Okay. Right key, we got this. And you have to see it. We're going to skip Good Love, Bad Love. So when we were deciding what we wanted to travel around in, we were thinking about a school bus, because that just sounds like fun, right? We're going to renovate something, let's get a school bus. So we looked all over the place for school buses, and we drove one hot summer day all the way over to Illinois to look at a school bus. And we didn't have air in our van at that point, and we had the kids with us. And Abilene remembers it well, and it was awful, I'm not going to lie. And we got there all the way, we looked at this bus, it was everything we dreamed of, but except we didn't want it. We didn't want a school bus, and we had to drive all the way to Illinois in the hot, hot heat and discover that. And then on the way back, we stopped on the Mississippi River because we couldn't go any further. It was just too hot. So we waited for the sun to go down. And we got down there by the river, and there was a guy in his van, his really cool tricked out van, one of those really nice ones. But he was pulling a trailer behind it, and we were walking around it like, yeah, that's what we need. And then we got around to the back of the trailer, and it had bumper stickers from everywhere he'd been. And just one really stuck with me, and it said, you have to see it before you leave. And I just thought, all right. And then paired with some, life events and everything, this is a song that came out. So you have to see it. I try to talk in tune. I really try. I've worked at it. I've worked at it for years now. Sorry, just 1 second. Now you got to tell a joke, Aaron.
Tell a joke, okay. Let's see. It's got to be a clean one.
I think I'm having trouble because of that pickup.
Well, no pressure, I guess.
I missed the skeleton part.
Mop. I missed the mop pop. I thought you said a pop. I was like, that's indigestion waiting to happen. I don't care if you're a skeleton or not. Pop. Okay, I got it. I appreciate it. I'm still on academic probation, though, I will admit. I'm a DMAC, so I think there's an academic warrant for my arrest, but...
I'm sorry. It was my fault that this happened. I apologize.
You wanted some jokes.
And also, I wanted to let you know that I'll be back at the merch table. I brought some of my artwork tonight, and if you're interested or have questions and want to see it, it's back there, and our albums are back there. We're going to come back our second set and play songs off of our first album because it's the 10-year anniversary of releasing our first album, which I have all sorts of feelings about. And I decided we're going to celebrate it because, that helps with the denial. For sure. And it's been hard to keep up on things, you got to enjoy your moments, that's why I'm really excited we're all here together. And I'm just so appreciative of all of you being here and taking your time and spending it with us and music. All right, so this song's for you, I guess. The sun streams in through the stained glass windows, breaking up the light, making it colorful. It streamed across everyone's faces, and it changed the way we all felt, because the light was brighter than ever before. And what it was, we were grateful for. What is here beneath the surface? It weighs upon my heart and mind, and I will stand right next to you. We'll let this love shine on through, because we're together for this single moment. Let us not let it go to waste. You have to see it to believe it. You have to see it before you leave. Seeing is believing. Once you see, no, it will be time for you to leave. When you board your boat and you sail across the water, you will lose sight of where you've been, and the land gets smaller, so do you. The wind's at your back, you let the stars guide you. Through fate and faith, the seeds you've sown, now you journey into the unknown. You have to see it to believe it. You have to see it before you leave. Seeing is believing. Once you see, no, it will be time for you to leave. You have to see it to believe it. You have to see it before All right, we're going to take a break and we'll be right back. almost need some sunglasses up here.
Okay. Is anyone missing their cell phone? We found a cell phone in the bathroom. Just kidding, but now that we have your attention, thanks for looking this way.
That's good.
That's not my original thought. I learned that from a flight attendant on a plane one time, and it's the best way to get the attention of a room. Did anybody lose a wallet? I found $5 in it. Okay, I'm Lindsay Moon. I'm with Iowa Public Radio Studio One, and I'm so excited to be here tonight. Thank you. So I'm filling in tonight for Anne Ducharme-Jones, who is out healing from a surgery, and she can't see you all here, but she can see you if you raise your hands up. Okay, so she can see you on the stream. So hi, Anne, we miss you. Okay, now the other hand. Please get well soon. Okay, fantastic. Thank you so much. So she saw the tops of your hands on that live stream, and hopefully she heard you because I think Dave's on the phone with her right there. So one of her goals with this series.
Miss you.
One of her goals with this series was to really build a community with this Monday Night Live series, and so we send her our well wishes and hope she gets well soon. And right now we're going to spend some time chatting about the High Crest. So you guys have a 10-year anniversary of making music together happening this year. Do I understand that right?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, so
It's been a little longer making music together, but officially, you know, a
Recording
released
music, right?
recording.
Released
yeah,
recording.
And our business, yeah.
tell me about a song that you wrote that you weren't on the same page about and how you solved your disagreement.
Ooh.
Oh, first one that comes to mind is Martyr. We played this song for years.
It's called Martyr.
Yes.
Okay.
It's a song Kat wrote, and I played it how I thought it was, and then actually one night at the Greenwood Lounge we played it with Russ, and he did a whole different take than I was hearing in my head. I was like, oh.
And
So-
I turned to Aaron and I said, "That's how I've heard it in my head the whole time." The whole time, that's how I was hearing it. So I would say sometimes we just need a rhythm section
Yeah.
to work out some
No
of these
doubt.
songs for us. But Aaron and I both write separately. You know, mainly there is one song that we have been trying that we recorded or wrote for a friend's wedding. That's the only song we've ever wrote together. We just kind of stay in our own little worlds with our songwriting, and then we get to share them. That's how we do it. I don't know.
So how do you teach each other? Like, do you write a song and then go to him and say, "Hey, I'm hearing this thing and I'd like for you to pick up on it," or like, how do you go to each other with the songs that you write so that you can perform them together?
Yeah. So what do you think? I get a solid version.
Yeah,
on our
definitely.
own, you know.
I've learned I have to kind of work it out for a while before I even. First of all, I have the guts to like play it for her, and then
Yeah.
Even after all this time, you still feel like you need the guts to play a song for
I
her.
do. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Well, you
That's
got to be
amazing and
careful
adorable.
too. Like when one of us plays each other a new song, you know, there's such a vulnerability there, and so whoever is singing the song and you know the one reacting, it's almost like you just are like
Just step
like you don't want to jinx anything, you know. You don't want to like get too excited, but you also don't want to be like, oh, you know, or make a noise. You know, it's a vulnerable time when you're
So
sharing
that's the new
songs.
song, huh?
Yeah, right.
Do you have you're going to play, so when we come back from this set break, you're going to play a couple of songs, just the two of you. Do you have a song that's your favorite to play together?
Do you?
I don't know about one.
I think certain ones come in at different times, you know. but
Definitely, I enjoy playing yours more than I enjoy playing mine.
I enjoy playing yours with
See, I don't, that's why it works. I guess I.
We were up here, he was singing, and I was like, I gotta follow this. I gotta follow this. You know?
Well, I really enjoy the combination of the dobro and djembe, and those are fun. When we were really hitting it hard in like playing anywhere and everywhere, I remember the farmers market. That was before we realized that you got to plug in, or you're going to make about a quarter of the tips
Yeah, so we went down to the farmer's market without any amplification. The downtown farmer's market. That's what Aaron's talking about.
So yeah,
And
then we
we're
realized
early
that the
on.
dobro and the djembe was what drew the most attention and got the most tips.
Yeah, so I would say that's my favorite combo too. Aaron writes some cookers. And
Cookers.
then I get to just pump away on the hand drum and just so watch yourself is one of my favorite songs that we get to do. Maybe that's not on the list, but now I kind of want to do it.
Now we have to hear it.
Yeah,
now we
now
have to
it's
hear it.
happening. Now that's coming up.
Speaking of tips, the musicians that are on stage tonight get paid for this series through these orange tip buckets down here. So if you still carry cash, that's an option. If not, there's a QR code for the Venmo that is up on the table, which is being held up right there. So if you can't, if you need to, take a picture of the weird-looking squigglies that are all next to each other, and it will take you directly to a place where you can donate cash. So.
Nice.
The other thing I wanted to chat with you two about, so you talked about your school bus adventure.
Yeah.
And there are a lot of people over the course of the pandemic who have decided that the best idea is to sell their house, buy an RV, and go live on the road. And you are the real hipsters because you were doing this before the pandemic started.
Yeah, we were trying to get the wheels rolling. We were trying really hard.
And you wanted to do this with children, a dog, and a cat?
Yeah, yep, that was
Okay. So
Yep.
talk to me about if I'm a person that has 2 kids, a dog, and a cat, and I want to figure out a way to live on tour. What was your process like, and where have you ended up now? Do you have a vehicle?
Yeah, yeah.
It's
It's
barely
still the
holding
same
together,
one.
but we still have it. Yeah.
It's dented on the side. No. So what we're traveling in is a 2001 Chevy Savannah van. It's a green van, and we, you get a little crazy when you're out there on the road. So we have a song that goes with it. We all live in a green Chevy van. Green
That was
Chevy
written by Abilene.
Yep, and we have the full song. And then we pulled behind a camper, like a 1950s little canned ham camper that we redid. And so that was kind of the step. We were trying to look for a rig, right? The bus, everything, but we just couldn't find anything that fit, and gas mileage, and then trying to get from gig to gig, because before the pandemic, that's what we were thinking, that we'd use this rig to get to gig to gig. And then, we ended up, but I think it takes a special kind of person to commit to something like this. I don't think most people with their cat and their dog and their kids think, yeah, we're going to do this. But we'd been homeschooling for years. We've been playing music for years. And, it was just time for us to try to expand somehow and enjoy other spots of our world, I guess. But anything else you want to continue on about that? But no. So
you successfully figured out a way to travel in that with your whole family.
We were ahead of the game, a little bit. We were already renovating it, and then in 2018, right, your mom passed away, right? So we took a long time so it set kind of just as a shell for a long time, our camper, and then we
Got
finally
back
back to work on it, and then we were finally had finished it up, and then we had taken a trip down to Yuma to see our friend Grant Betts, who we also play music with, and he plays the keys. Yes,
Yeah,
Grant, I don't
Grant.
know if you're watching, but you're my man, and I love you. And so we went down to visit him because he had just moved down there. And then while we were down there, the pandemic hit. I mean, our camper was barely held together. The lights weren't even on it yet. Like, we were just test running this thing, and the pandemic hit, and we drove straight back, not knowing what to expect. And then
Looking for toilet paper all the way. Wasn't anywhere.
hey, no kid, it's not a joke. At a KOA, we were like, we'll just take one. We'll just take one.
maybe, yeah.
Everybody needs it, even then. But so then we, hunkered down and did our Hunker in the Bunker live sessions. I know a lot of you joined us for that. We want to thank you so much for tuning in. That was the first thing we thought about doing once we knew the pandemic was happening. We just needed it. We needed you guys need to connect with you, and we needed music. So I was really glad we did that. And we have recordings from that, so we hope to get those out someday. But
Speaking of the hunker down sessions,
Yeah.
you mentioned that you came from a really musical family. Aaron, your dad used to walk around playing guitar in the house. Some of those hunker down sessions were family band sessions. Talk to me about band practice as a family. What's that like for you guys? I wish my parents played music and would have done that when I was a kid.
Well, chaos at times. Abilene's, she likes, she sits in with the bass, plays some ukulele, and she's working on the guitar, and Rockwell's getting more and more into it, I think. In the pandemic days, he was only three?
Right, yeah. We were traveling.
So,
when
you
I
know,
was
he
3.
was, you never know, unpredictable, I guess.
Very
And
unpredictable. You might get 1 or 2 songs in. You know, dinner is simmering. I mean, you know, it's like an active thing. You know, it's that when people say you need to meditate in little moments, right? Well, that's how we work songs in. You know, it's like, oh, we're playing one here over breakfast, and now, you know, we just try to fill it in and keep it a part of our lives. You know, so official lessons, official practices, man, those just don't happen.
They just happen whenever they can.
Yeah, you know, we
organically.
just try to bring it in as much as we can, you know, and then those are the experiences you're having, and then that's what you reflect out to everybody, you know. But then after we did those sessions, we took off and traveled out to Oregon then. And then it was the real deal. And then after we did that, we ended up snowbirding in Yuma again and going down to just basically isolate down there. And so we were the youngest snowbirds down there. And then, you know, I just think that it's a lot of work, you know. It's just a lot of effort. The amenities are crazy, different all the time, you know, and it gives a great experience. You saw just the things we got to experience and see. I'm so grateful, and I'm, you know, because I get to reflect on those. But the kind of like the strength and the stress, and it definitely got to us, you know.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
I mean, also, you were talking about your daughter and your son who was 3 when you were doing this. So, like, being a musician on tour is one thing. Being a mom and a musician on tour at the same time is a whole nother thing.
Well, and then we didn't necessarily play. We played when we were in Yuma a lot with Grant, but then we just, while we were driving, we just couldn't do it between dinners and everything. And then there wasn't a lot of assistance out there either because everybody was isolating. So restaurants were closed, everything was closed, so you were just really...
Playgrounds were closed.
Playgrounds
that
were
was
closed.
That's hard to explain to a 3-year-old that playground is closed. He's
Because
like,
of-
what? There's
yeah.
nobody on it. Once I was just like, yeah, just go do it. Nobody's around.
So I think the thing that really was bad for us was that there wasn't enough music. You know, we didn't get that show when we needed it, and, you know, we weren't able to practice as easily as we, you know, it was all because we were getting out the kitchen, you know, 'cause
Sure.
that was more important, you know,
Yeah.
at that moment. So it was a little rig, you know. I think that there's pluses and minuses for that, and you just got to find your own vibe. But we went through a huge process of eliminating a lot of things from our lives, and, you know, I would say it was more of a mental exercise than anything.
Sure. So yesterday was Mother's Day. Who are the moms that are with us tonight?
Hey, moms.
Moms.
Hi, mommies.
You rock. Happy late Mother's
Yeah,
Day.
Happy Mother's Day.
So we heard a song in the first set about Johnny Gosch. I'm going to assume that everybody in the room tonight knows who Johnny Gosch is. How did, I think this is just an interesting question to ask moms. We talked about Patti Smith before the show and how there's some people that really ask her about the period of her life when she was a young mom and say, well, you weren't really doing anything then. She was really working on the most intense creative project ever, which is raising an infant. Where did the inspiration to write that song come from, and how has the themes that you write about changed as you've grown up as a mom?
Oh, well, that song was written before I was a mom. And now that I sing in that song and hear all those words, you know, I mean, it just really makes me want to fight for our kids. You know, it makes me wish that everybody, no matter what, could help. You know, I feel, this is one thing I have felt as a mom, especially through the pandemic and being isolated, is that I think our mental health has really taken a toll. And I wish that as we go forward here, that we can not use our kids, but connect with our kids in a way that slows us down and we can understand them. You know, we were just talking about this, how Evelyn, my sister said, did we have family meetings? And I was like, oh, no, we didn't have family meetings, you know. But we do, you know, because I got to know what my kid's thinking, and I want to know what's going on, and I want to participate together for as long as I can, you know. And I hope that we continue to find a way to do that. You know, I just think, then I had my son, you know, and that song's about Johnny, you know, and Eugene, right? Yeah, and many young men and boys that have to. I think of war a lot when I think of this song, or you know, when I wrote this song, where, you know, we don't need to toughen up, you know, they don't need to toughen up, you know what I mean? We need to soften up, you know, and just be on their level. It's one of my favorite things when I get asked a question from a younger kid, my kid, of course, and you have to take your answer and you have to condense it down into the simplest way to say it and probably the kindest, you know. And I just think we all need a little dose of that. And so, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I really think about protecting our kids when I write that song, you know, and how moms go. I couldn't even imagine a mom going through that. And I wanted to also give her attention as well, because she is living her life without her son now. And a lot of moms are. And we were just talking about that on Mother's Day. A lot of moms are grieving. I miss my mom. You miss your mom. You know, moms are a big thing. So it's also protecting moms. You know, I think it's also connecting as moms.
100%. Okay, well, I'm very much looking forward to this next set. Thank you both for chatting with me.
Oh, yes.
And for
I hope we
taking a
get to
couple
do
of
it again
minutes.
soon, because this was way too short.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, so one last time, tip buckets. That's how this series keeps going, tip buckets or on the Venmo. Let's give a hand to Scott Sutherland, who
Oh.
organizes and plans
Scott,
this.
thank you so much. Scott, he's right over there. Dave and Russ, thank you guys so much. And Lindsay, thank you.
Yes, you're welcome. Also, last note, Kat has some beautiful line drawing art available at the back, as well as albums, too, in addition to Aaron's solo CD. So those are available, and let's get back to music.
Well, this is our, we talked about Watch Yourself, so we could go ahead and do that. Time to Wait, or then the Withdrawal Blues? Which one? Withdrawal Blues? Okay. What's going on? Oh.
All right. I mentioned, 12-year anniversary since I stopped drinking, and thank you, thank you.
One more clap on that.
This, this song I wrote on my 2-year anniversary. I was surprised. It kind of snuck up on me, which I've noticed that they have a tendency to do that, and I can't realize why I'm feeling kind of crazy. Then I'm like, oh shit, it's May. So I try to plan in advance for that.
Saying you're getting the hang of it.
Hmm. I'm getting. So this song's called Withdrawal Blues.
This, when you wrote this song, I was really grieving the loss of my mom. It had just happened, and so I just consider this song about loss because I related to it so heavily. So yeah,
Definitely.
and it actually makes you feel better when you play it. So.
Somehow. dreamed I was a drunk. Damn, what a damn good drunk was I. Taking down bottle after bottle without crossing an eye. Making friends with everyone except the ones that I made my enemies. And nothing wrong with nothing right, no way to blame nobody else but me. All I want is one or two. All I want is two or three. All I want after that is just one more. 'Cause you know me. While you're at it, give me one more for the road and one more for the ditch. 'Cause I can turn it on, I just can't turn it off. It's a one-way switch. They said it would get easier, I guess. They didn't have a clue. There's no way to stop the shaking. There's no way to shake the withdrawal blues. Whiskey hidden in the cupboard, no more tricks hidden up my sleeve. No more trace left at all except a thirst that just won't leave. We roll around to hide behind no cover, personality. And the voices in my ear say the same thing as the voices in my dream. They said it would get easier, I guess. They didn't have a clue. There's no way to stop the shaking. There's no way to shake the withdrawal blues. I thought it would get easier, I guess. I didn't have a clue. Well, there's no way to stop the shaking. There's no way to shake the withdrawal blues. No, there's no way to stop the shaking. There's no way to shake the withdrawal blues. Hey, thank you.
Okay. band meeting.
Thank you all for your patience with me.
This is Watch Yourself, right?
Yes.
Okay. So we're going to do the one we chatted about, one of my favorites that we get to do. When we were playing this song with Granny, we called this the end of the last song. We just called it the last song. You'll see why, because we're about to pass out after.
So after this, we're going to bring the guys up and we're going to take a break. Let's see. This song is on my watch list album. It's called Watch Yourself.
I didn't get to, he did this album solo. I didn't get to join him. I was super pregnant, and I had a baby, and he made an album. So I thought it was...
And you were out marching for women's rights, right?
Yeah, that's right. The Women's March, the first one, I think,
Right.
yeah. You went up to Old School Studios with Todd Partridge, and he recorded that album. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
It was all worth it.
And now I get to play this song with you, so hey, it works out.
Okay, are you ready?
Oh, I think so. Here, stretch it out here.
Got all the right things on here.
Yeah, make sure we're... I think so.
Green light means go, red light means stop, yellow light means watch yourself. Watch out for the cops and watch yourself. Just keep looking both ways. May not believe it now, but you're gonna know it one day. That road says move over, watch out for the curve. Lines on the road tell you where to be, man. Don't you try to swerve to stay in line. Don't be blazing no new trails. If they catch you out of line, you won't be blazing nothing new in jail. Hands above my head means that I give up. I prefer to drink my lead from a coffee cup to just stay cool. Don't need to make no sudden move. Them trigger fingers just looking for something to do. go. Red light means stop. Yellow light means watch yourself. Watch out for the cops. You watch yourself. Let's keep looking both ways. Live it now. You're gonna know it one day. And I believe it now. You're gonna know it one day. Hey, thank you. Appreciate that. Watch yourself now. Thank you.
Did you want to do it time to wait, or do you just want to?
We could, I guess. Sure.
Okay. Oh, they're coming up. Never mind. Thank you.
Guys, really cool. I'm glad to see you guys.
I was running around everywhere, and I didn't get myself an ice drink.
I'm going to do a few tunes off of our first album. I don't know. Some more personal favorites off of it, I guess. Maybe.
There, that's better. My pickup got loose there at the end of the last set. I'm gonna send
The chord was also.
What?
The chord was too. You need to tighten.
I shook it loose. Oh, I'm sorry. Ah! I'm up here being casual. Come on. Hurting. Okay.
I'd like to thank you, Monday Night Live crew here. And Brian back there working. Appreciate it. Thank you. Thanks to the xBk for letting this happen and coming into town and you know, opening up here in town. This is a cool place. Like if I could hang out here, I would. You know what I mean? Like all the time.
like you do. You're in my mind all the time. You're in my mind. Well, we've got time, all the time in the world. I can hear your sweet sounds. Take me, baby, take me all the way down, down. You're in my mind all the time. You're in my mind. Well, we've got time, all the time in the world. All the time. You're in my mind. Well, we've got time, all the time in the world. all the time in the world, all the time in the world, oh, all the time in the world, all the time in the world. All right, Dave Ducharme-Jones, Aaron Short. You guys, come on now. Russ Tomlinson on the drums. We all know Scot Sutherland over here, our hero.
All right. Okay.
This song's older than 10. This song is,
As old as us, I think.
yeah, how long? Yeah,
2004, somewhere around there, 5. Yeah, 2004, I think.
so it's about 18. This song's old enough to vote. I don't believe we were even quite living together yet when I wrote this song,
No.
or where I was living, or if I had a home at that point. Good chance I didn't.
Had a couch, few couches.
I was doing a lot of. I was playing house concerts before I knew what they were. I played for some free food, drinks, and a couch to sleep on, quite a bit. Sometimes, you just do what you got to do to get by,
You're having fun. You're having fun.
So I wrote this song when I sat up off the couch. Somebody's couch. I got drunk last night, woke up broke, but I felt alright. Got up and went outside, bloodshot eyes I could not hide. The leaves on the trees are starting to wilt, day by day just like my guilt. In my head where it likes to chime, be damned if it don't take some time to feel like I belong anywhere. Anywhere. I got a brother that works too hard. He's got a nice big house and a nice green yard, and another brother that I don't see, but he goes to church 3 days a week. My dad's retired and now he's set. He's a hard-working man and a Vietnam vet, and my mom's disease got to her nerves, but she stayed on track and she didn't swerve. And I'd do anything for all of them. anything. So why do people wonder why people go crazy? Why does this vivid picture seem so damn hazy? I read the paper and I get sad 'cause there's people dying and people glad. And I don't know why we're in this war, but Dad says he's seen it all before. I don't think it's a good fight when we're dropping bombs on their kids at night, so they turn around and kill us with the bombs that they load to their cars. Be goddamned, I don't feel we belong over there. So why do people wonder why people go crazy? Why does this vivid picture seem so damn hazy? Drunk again last night, couldn't sleep and I couldn't write. Wound up stoned and went to bed, and had bad dreams all in my head. I got up and I went to work. I got ran off the road by a pissed off jerk who hates his job and hates his wife. His kids hate him and he hates his life. But be damned if he don't feel like he belongs anywhere. So why do people wonder why people go crazy? Why does this vivid picture seem so damn hazy? Hey, thank you, folks. Thank you, folks. We appreciate that. So that goes all the way back. I used to have a band called the Creek Dwellers. But if we ever played across the creek in Pleasant Hill, we had to be called the Creek Dwellers. But that's a song I wrote way back then. Now, this is a song that I grew up on the east side of Des Moines. And, yeah, all right, east side. We got some Lee Town versus the world. All right. So across the street from my elementary school was this little church, which is where the kids would get together and fight it out, you know, try to get your lunch money back or some dignity and maybe lost. We had to take it off the school grounds. Couldn't fight by the bike racks, you know. Yeah. So it was at the church, man, which is an appropriate place to slug it out, I think, you know. I mean, is as good as any.
Get right.
Yeah.
Get right.
Get right. So you go to church, it was for a different reason. It was the first place I ever saw somebody's tear duct bleed. I was like, I don't think I want to be part of this church. I don't know what denomination this is, but I have a friend who's I only really see him on Facebook, but he grew up in Eastsider. I believe he's in Arkansas now, but he sent me a message one time and said that hold your ears, kids. At the church song, that's my shit. I was like, well, I remember him at that church. He was a heck of a pastor.
Oh, man.
That one's for you, Mike. Yeah, I was. Church house lawn was laid out just right. It was a place to be for after school fights. Meet me there at 3:30. If you can back the talk, then I guess we'll see. Just in case anybody decides to jump in, I'm bringing 2 or 3 of my toughest friends to watch my back. So tell your guys if they get any ideas. We won't be surprised at the church. In the church. At the church it's fighting season, so give me the time, 'cause I got the reason. We've been talking for too long now. Time to show what we both know how at the church. Anything goes, they got a lot of tricks, so stay on your toes. They don't mind taking a cheap shot. It's God's house, not God's parking lot at the church. At the church. Take a chance and roll the dice, but let me warn you, I don't play nice. Take what's open, no matter to me, it's your choice. The words are only go so far in this world. You either fight like a boy or you fight like a girl, but I've seen some girls mop this place up with a boy. That's a true story. At the church, it's time to fight, so take your shot like it's your God-given right. Win some, lose some, that's how it goes. Wash your sins and your bloody nose at the church. Anything goes, say stick and move and stay on your toes. Watch out for those cheap shots. The rules change out in the parking lot. See you guys at church.
Okay, C sharp.
I know it's here somewhere. I can't thank these guys enough. So if you guys could help me, thank the band. Thank you for doing this every week, making this town a better place.
Thank you guys.
You're very welcome.
Well, we're gonna give this a try. I'm kind of nervous about it, to tell you the truth.
Right?
I am a little bit. There's that bridge in there. We'll get it figured out. Yeah, it's crazy. You got some crazy lights up here. All right. Okay. I'll have to do.
Take this veil from my face. See me look in disgrace. Under my eyes, in my skin, that is where my pain begins. I've you here for to take it all away from me, so I will fall. What is the truth? What is to be? It is bigger than you and me. And I see sockets, dark holes, what the mind sees, body knows. Glory to God, let me see So plant those seeds, watch them grow. Light in time, it'll show. Let that beauty and ugly be seen, uncovering what it means. Let the sun shine down on me, and I know you are here with me. Oh, thou cry, 'cause I feel the weight of everything that is real, and all we have is nothing more. What He's done come before, and I see sockets, dark holes. What the mind sees, the body knows. Glory to God. Let me see about the whole of everything. Let me hear it. Don't cry, 'cause I feel the weight of everything that is real. All we have is nothing more than what is done from before, and I see sockets, dark holes. What the mind sees, body knows. Glory to God. Let me see about the hope of everything, about the hope of everything, about the hope of everything.
Very nice. Okay, sunset. C. That's one up from a B, right? And one down. Okay.
Okay, no,
Well, I
that's
think
okay.
we should finish with self-loathing sin.
Okay.
I guess we got time. We're gonna cut it a little short. Self-loathing sin.
Okay.
Which would be a fun one.
Self-loathing sin, that's
I'm hearing rain.
Here it just in time.
Here it comes.
Oh man.
Wow.
So, guess we're driving home in the rain.
Guess so.
And that's why we really appreciate y'all being here, because we have to go, come through rain and snow and all sorts of things in Iowa to get to live music. And live music only happens once. And you hear that from Byron up in Pomeroy, Iowa, and that is when our next show is going to be. Woo! So we're taking this train up to Byron's. So if you guys want to come up, it's the 5th. Come on up. It's Sunday the 5th. Come on up. So we're inviting these guys.
You guys can all come too.
Yeah, you come too.
Now, if we would have bought a school bus, we could have brought everybody with us. But,
I'm sure there's a Ragbri bus. And didn't you do that once, Aaron?
we did do that once, and that was many, many stories in itself.
All right.
I won't go into that. Content on that one.
I like to call this one our theme song. This is one I wrote called Self-Loathing Sin, because it's not good to feel bad about yourself. So here we go. I want to thank everybody again for being here. Thank xBk. Thank you for tipping your bartender, tipping us. Scott, Dave, Russ, you guys, friends forever. Thank you so much. And thank you all watching the live stream if you tuned in. We greatly appreciate it. And we'll see you on the 5th at Byron's. All right, this is brought to you by the High Crest. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. When that lonely feeling makes you doubt your friends and your own capabilities, although you have to defend. Something is for nothing. You try so hard to bear these feelings and mistakes. In the end, you won't have to care. I don't want to feel this way again. Feeling like who I am means nothing to them. Woo! And the feeling comes rushing in. Nothing's gonna change except this self-loathing sin. Taking it for what it's worth, trying to do my best, selling my soul for this old folk and roll, getting down with the High Crest. Ride that wave, we're doing it today. Oh yeah, I don't wanna feel this way again. Feeling like who I am means nothing to them. And the feeling comes rushing in. Nothing's gonna change except this self-loathing sin. Feeling like who I am means nothing to them. And the feeling comes rushing in. Nothing's gonna change, nothing's gonna change, nothing's gonna change, oh, nothing's gonna change, nothing's
nothing's gonna change except this self-loathing sin. Thank you, good night. All right, drive safe out there, everybody. Thank you for coming.